All right, starting. Hopefully some people hop in the chat. We're gonna get things going here. Maybe, hopefully. See what we can do. First, we're gonna pop open Steam. Got a Steam code to input. Sunny Girl, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. We're just getting everything set up live. I've decided to take a whole less stress approach to Twitch streaming. We keep it a little bit more casual. We actually load the game, and nothing's preloaded. Actually, still have to input a Steam code and download a game from itch.io before we get started. So that is what we're working on now. In fact, I'll let you watch. I'll let you watch, except for when I have to type in the Steam code, because it's super private. But we're going to go over here to itch.io to play our first game. And let's just type in Toy Factory Horror and see what pops up. See what we get when we search Toy Factory Horror. The first one here is that student game. You can see it above my left shoulder here. Excuse me a little bit. Beautiful illustration. This is nice, so I'm going to shrink myself down here just to showcase the game. Okay, this is one of the beautiful things. One of the things to look at when you're on itch or even Steam. When you type in a horror game, you want to look at what stands out as far as the thumbnails go, because presentation matters, branding matters. People will actually, much like YouTube, people will look at the thumbnail over the actual content, right? So they say, like, when it comes to branding, whether it's YouTube, social media, anything else, the titles, the description, and the thumbnail are the most important things to actually get people to play your game. And then, of course, you have to have a quality game after that. But if you look up here, at all of these thumbnails, when I type in Toy Factory Horror, the number one here is the top left. I think is a very intriguing, beautiful thumbnail. I'll say that the imagery is beautiful. The Toy Factory, the font you're using, and the the feathered background isn't super readable. With thumbnails, they're very small images, so the smaller you make that font, the more difficult it is to read. So my feedback for that, I would actually reorganize the title just a little bit, where you have the logo for the Toy Factory Horror up here. It's kind of obscuring the image a little bit, the faces, these really compelling characters. And it gets a little bit busy towards the center of the image, and then it's really difficult to read Toy Factory Horror. The image itself is beautiful, but it's all kind of being clouded a little bit. So I would even say more of a blocky, readable font, maybe pull it down a little bit, and then find another spot for the logo to where it's not obscuring the image. But it definitely is the top image I'm seeing of all these thumbnails. I think it's the most compelling. And I think the second one, Toy Factory Horror here on the right, is that an old version? Of your game? It's actually very readable, but I'm not sure. I actually kind of want to collect it. It's I kind of want to see what it says. This is it. So you've got two versions of it there. Toy Factory Horror. So the question is, which one do I choose? I'm going to choose this one. Joan says it is an old version. And yes, it's an old one. Okay, so we're going to click this. We're going to get the latest version of Toy Factory Horror here. And this is beautiful. The visuals here on your itch page, fantastic. We've got these two sad characters up at the top with the clock, kind of telling you that there's a time element in this game. Please give us your feedback, play our build. There's a form, awesome. So for those of you, for Jones and Sunny Girl, those of you developers on the game, this is a publicly accessible build, right? So you're wanting help playtesting. So if anyone's watching this, you happen to be watching this, please check out their game, give them feedback. It's still a work in progress, so any feedback you give helps makes the project better. Playtesting is what makes the dream work. Okay, we got the controls, sprint, jump, interact, and no player controller support yet, right? Okay, so we've downloaded the latest version. By the way, Jones, I know you said you didn't, but one of the things when I go live, I like to tag all the student games in tweets too. Definitely get some social media. Get some social media marketing going, starting on this. Horror games are hot, right? People love horror games. They love to share horror games. Share that stuff. All right. Cut this. We can go to our EA games section, grad games, Toy Factory Horror. We're going to delete the old version. I'm told they, Jones says, and we just made a level selection feature for you to test the build easier. We were hoping you can try 1, 3, and 6. I would love to. Baxter 900, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome, Baxter 900. That is one of the team members from Weird Hats, the game we're going to play right after Toy Factory Horror. Great to see you here. I think we're ready to go. I want to double check my audio, make sure that sound is coming through. And it's not. Shoot. We've got to fix this. This is unacceptable. Let's switch to HD. Come on. There we go. Okay, we got some sound. Great. All right, Jones is saying you want to press P to activate that. Fantastic. Jones and Baxter 900. I was actually going to create a Zoom call so the team members could hop up in and make comments live in the chat. I'm debating whether to do that. If that's something you would like for the members of the team, I can provide you with that. Or I can just read your comments in the chat. That may help you actually to hear the game and listen to the game and the audio as we go along. It also helps with unbiased feedback, but I am open to either way. Sorry, I'm just making a comment to my boss, actually, who's just messaged me. This is work time. Okay. It might be good to have a Zoom call just so we can coordinate multiple people joining. Absolutely, we can do that. In fact, yeah, we'll do that for your game. But right now, Jones and everyone's just hopping in and chatting either way. Okay, so here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready to test out Toy Factory Horror? Just remind me, Jones, which levels you want to play. I think you said 1, 3, and 6, but we forgets. But I know to press P. For anyone watching, once again, these are games being currently worked on at the University of Utah, the graduate program, Entertainment, Arts, and Engineering. 1, 3, and 6, perfect. And yeah, I actually think we should get the Zoom call going, because I wouldn't mind hearing your lovely voices if you want to. Give me just a moment. Zoom call is optional. Any of the devs who want to hop in and chat. But you never know. If there's an issue that arises and it would be easier to hop in and actually talk me through it, we will do that. Do my two-factor authorization for my Zoom. Excuse me. Perfect. Send you guys an invitation here. And I will just post that in your team chats. There we go. All right. Done and done. That way, if anyone hops in and wants to chat, we can do that. There will be a lag with the audio, so keep that in mind. But I will unmute myself in there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Toy Factory Horror, everybody. Here is, once again, the itch.io spreadsheet. Waylon has hopped in the Zoom call. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome. Hey, how's it going? Okay, are we ready to play your game? I'm opening up weird stuff now.
Yes, I think I am. There's a little delay between like the stream and this, so
yeah. So you may want to turn the audio off in Twitch, or whatever
yeah,
works
I
for
already
you.
turned off the audio on Twitch.
Okay. So here we go. We're getting started here.
Awesome.
All right. Oh, this is beautiful. So we have. Hold on. I need to allow access. We have all of the. I like how all the little dolls just plop down on the screen. That's cool. And is this?
We're hoping to fix that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You could just do a fade in, right?
Yeah.
So just let that stuff load and then fade the screen for a second. I mean, that would be the low budget way to do it.
Yeah. So actually, 1 is not actually this level, so you want to press P and select room 1.
Fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna start in room 1. Which room is this, by the way?
So this is. I'm not completely seeing it on screen, but room 1, it's supposed to be the library. Not library, dollhouse. Somehow it's not jumping. Could you try room 2?
Yeah. Well, I haven't pushed yet, so let's try room.
You haven't pushed. Oh, okay.
There we go. Here is. Whoa, we're doing a zoom into room 1. Awesome. Okay, and then I'll just tap P again to, I'm assuming, remove that debug code. Okay. This is beautiful. So this is room 1, walking through. Super creepy with the doll legs hanging over. And then just doing a think aloud here. I'm just going to walk over here. I have played this before. So I do know that there's the doorway that's blocked by the bookshelf. And then the focus on the light is on this cube over here in the corner. So I'm gonna go walk over there, and okay. So you did give me on the itch spreadsheet. You did give me the controller inputs.
Yep.
But players are dumb, Jones. Players are dumb. I'm dumb. I forget which buttons do what, right? So I'm walking up to this box. Am I supposed to press something? Would be my question.
Okay. Yeah, you're supposed to press that box. So you mean like on-screen UI or like lights up?
Yeah, is there
interaction key?
Mm-hmm. So what key am I supposed to press?
F.
So okay, which is very common, but I would say as far as readability goes, yeah, when you walk up and get proximity to that cube, if it lit up or did something right, even got up and jiggled a little bit, it would tell me that, hey, this is the right way to go. This is what you're after, and then don't be afraid to have a little press F.
Okay.
Prompt above it. It'll tell players exactly what they're supposed to do, right? And I think it's even okay in most games too, is even if I didn't, that's the first thing I see, right? So I, even before I even know that roadway is blocked, keep in mind that the player may come up and hit F, and it's entirely possible. Oh, this is cool. That is a nice transition. Whoa. Is this the same space?
Yes, it's supposed to be.
Whoa. Okay. It doesn't read completely that it's the same play space, and I don't know if it's because of the juxtaposition of the bookshelves. Right now, the entire focus is on these creepy dolls, which are fantastic, and that little turnaround spin is freaking awesome. So I'm assuming, though, that now I can make my way through that door. Huh.
Yeah. And in future build, all of the dolls are supposed to come alive and chase you.
Oh, really?
This scene. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
But we haven't implemented the chase yet, so I just walking simulator.
Well, that one, it's okay. This walking simulator, this is fantastic because you're showing the space, and right now it's very compelling, right? So you've done your job. It's already super creepy and compelling without all those additional like people chasing you. Mm-hmm. But you can create such a moment here. Like I can only imagine as you start going, maybe the ones in the back start chasing you first. And as I pass everyone, they start chasing me. I think you could create this kind of domino effect that's really creepy. I'm curious from the audience. This is the question I'm going to ask. Did this read that it was the same room? Because right now, I think with the lighting, I can know the only thing that indicated the room before. Can I go back in time again? If I hit it again? I can.
I think so. Yes.
Perfect. So right now, the focus are the bookshelves. Those are what keep me in that environment. That's the thing I recognize entirely. You do have these two posts at the front. I recognize those when I went into the next room. But notice you go from I hit go back in time. Oh wait, what just happened? Started. Oh, I think I hit reset instead. These bookshelves are the big noticeable thing. So I think what you need to do is you have to have a constant between the two time zones, right? So the light changes to where we have these big focuses light here. I think you still need to make sure that we can see those in the background.
Okay.
Because that is what's going to tell us we're in the same location. Because right now it feels like maybe I went somewhere else.
Got it.
And I think that will maybe fix that problem. It does look really awesome. Sunny Girl says no, other players didn't read it either. Yeah, so keep that constant thing, so you know that it's the same location. And the thing is, those bookshelves are very, very, very recognizable, and so the player will have no problem.
Got it. I will definitely remember to convey it to our level designers.
I Am Night Fury says it doesn't read for me as the same room, but it might just be me. Honestly, it looks great. It does look great. That's the thing. It does look great. So I think you could blend that. I think you could keep the light focused on these freaking creepy dolls, but still have those patterns in the background that show those bookshelves, because it's very, very easy to recognize. So that's the perk. You guys have this really strong set design that you can riff off of and balance that. This is awesome. Okay, so now I can go through that door. I would still love it if, see what I was saying though, and I'm sorry, this is me just talking too much, is if I skip that, if I don't see that doorway at the beginning, and that direction is locked, I would never know that. I don't know if that's important for the player to know that, but I would be questioning why I'm going back in time and even chasing these. In fact, I might even run back to it and switch it back because it seems like danger, right? But in that case, maybe that solves the problem because then you notice that door's locked. So may not be a problem. It's just me thinking aloud here. Okay, here we go. So we're going to continue on through the process. This is awesome. I would love some creepy, scary music to ramp up the creepiness. Are these going to hop down too?
Maybe. We are still planning on how we are completing this. We're hoping to get like a particle effect to make them like a swarm or something. But
I even
still deciding.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I mean, listen to me, but don't listen to me. But even if I got close to these and the arms kind of reached out to her like they were trying to hug you, super creepy.
Ooh.
Right? And
that
so
sounds like a good idea.
And would lead you back towards this light back here. And I would even maybe since you have this black and white and your character's still in color, you could play with subtle colors to help lead people like towards this doorway back here. If it was like a yellower light coming through. I do like the 3D kind of effect that's coming off of everything in the peripheral. This is fantastic. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is creepy. If these were like, mama, mama, trying to hug you. Oh, scary. This is awesome. Oh, the flickering light is super creepy. This is a great experience. But I do like the idea. So right now it's just on a constant loop, and always be asking you how you can make it more interactive to what the player is doing. Almost like maybe if your back is turned on them, they do something, but if you turn towards them, they don't. I don't know. Just I think there's some twist you could put on there, so they're interacting kind of with what the player does. But this is awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, back in time. So now my mind is wondering, like, you have all this space. What would it look like if you were still in like the future version of it? Which is okay. I actually like that you only have certain sections that you have to do the back and forth time switch, because that's going to save you a ton of development time.
Mm-hmm.
Not having to do it on every single one. So this one, you're telling me I have to crouch again. So don't be afraid to tell the player, remind them what those crouch buttons are, because you don't use them very often. And then the question is this crouch just for crouch's sake? I would hope that there's a section of gameplay coming up that you
they will chase you until the end of time.
So, those things are still
running.
Oh, awesome. Love it.
It's
Fantastic.
Course.
Great. Beautiful. And I'll tell you, the thing you're doing well is this is super compelling level design. It's done really well. You add in the fact that something will be chasing you. So when do you feel like you'll have like that chase characters in?
We are not sure. I think our tech artist is focusing on decorating the room for now. So I'm not even sure we'll have that in time in Rockstar, but I will see what we can do.
Yeah, even if they were just orbs or something, I would love at this point in the game, especially as we get closer to March and having the feature complete. The idea is you do have all that in some form, right? They could just be cubes chasing you, and those could just be proximity based. Like just put in some rough code for it, right? So it changes chases you at a constant speed, and it can even stop when it gets to you. You don't have to have the death or the fail state in, but get that tension going. So we can feel what it's like, even if it's just on a spline, right? So it still follows around everything. It doesn't just pass through bookshelves. Something to think about there. Okay, so we're going to hit F again. Once again, throughout the entire game, prompts are nice. Let them know to press the keys. Okay, so that thing disappeared. So this one disappeared. And it looks like a mirrored version.
Actually, so you can actually not... You couldn't tell for now, but that ramp, it's actually fall down. The shelf fall down.
That shelf
in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can walk over. And this is the end of this level, actually.
Okay, fantastic. So still very block out. I love going from that finished work to this block out stuff, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, seriously, that's perfectly fine. This is something you could continue to work on all the way to publish time, right? This isn't something that would have to be done for access, but having this blocked in. So you could see, I'm assuming this is a really long, straight, narrow pace.
Yeah, so we are planning to have a background in here, like to show you, like in the factory, how the doll is like, transported and stuff.
Cool. So there'll be like some visual kind of narration in the background showing you how.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. And I like that he can't run. Oh, he can't run off the edges. Never mind. Come on, bud, get back up. No, don't die. Oh man. Okay, he's gonna...
We don't have like I don't think we have a death volume here, or
right.
I think we used to have blocking, but our level designer did some tweaking here. You can hit R to reset.
I did. Now I'm gonna run through the whole thing again. Yeah, but we'll go quick.
No, you don't have to. You can actually use the level selection to go 3.
Okay.
Room 3.
Boom. Okay, we're in room 3, but I am in the past still. Is that bad or good?
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Okay.
So you might want to hit R to reset.
Okay, R resets me in this room. So I'm going to go back to... Was that room 1?
I'm seeing a little bit delay, so I'm not sure.
Okay, it is. Okay, so now I want to go reset the time. So yeah, you might want to address, have some kind of variable or something set up so that
Yeah.
you
should,
always.
you might be stuck in the
We can do it. We can do it.
stalls.
I'm tricky. I'm tricky.
You might want to restart the game.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Now let's go to room 3. All right. So is this just after the section I came in?
Yeah. So I think there is a problem with going between these two levels. Just because they're trying something new. So
Okay.
they just need to do this level selection thingy.
This is cool. So this has.
Okay, that's not supposed to be the level you're in. I think. Could you try room 2?
I sure can.
Yeah. I think this room still needs some tweaking.
Okay. Sorry if they're screaming in the background. Okay.
Yeah, this is one. This is the one.
Okay.
Okay. But you are spawning in the wrong place. Jeez.
This is why we playtest, my friends. So this is why we playtest. This is fine.
Yeah.
So
okay.
so
sorry about
no,
this.
no, you're good. So I'm spawning in the wrong place. Here's another future disc. Oh no, I can't see. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so now we can see things. Sorry, should I go back to a different room? Let me know.
No, that's fine. I could actually describe what's supposed to happen. So after that long ramp you walk on, you will actually land on this doorway. And then you'll walk and then notice the claw and the lighting up floor thingy. You stand on it, the claw will grab you and throw you out on the location you are at when you begin the level. So it teaches you that the claw can grab you.
Uh-huh.
So you will know like this room will it has something to do with.
Oh dang it! I hit reset.
Grab you.
Oh, I hit reset instead of F. Okay. So once again, sorry, I'm totally ignoring you and I'm just playing the game. Once again on these boxes, like I didn't know that F do that, and now I don't have my box over here. Okay. How sad. What if I just do this? I can't step on it. I think with these floor panels, like these yellow ones, I don't know if that would break the game, but it's weird that I walk on it and it doesn't do anything. But putting a box on it does. I'm gonna try stepping on that panel, which is okay. This one over here, I'm assuming. Let's try it. There's no indicator to jump up there, so I'm assuming I'm not supposed to. So this is me listening to your visual cues, like you told me to get grabbed by the hook. So I assumed it would be this one because there's the same color coding as the other one, but I can't get up there. So
yeah, so what happened is you actually miss one box to solve this puzzle somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to go back in time and reset, see if the box came out again.
Okay.
But if not, you might need to restart the game.
Okay, so should I then go back again, see if it...
Yeah, see if the box is there. Maybe reset here and then see if the box is there.
No box.
No box, then you might need to restart the game.
Okay.
I'm sorry about this.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't be sorry. Okay, I hit reset. So I'm going to make sure I'm doing that. Yeah, okay, so I'm supposed to use the box to push up there. Okay. So let's start instead of just restarting. Let's go from one room to another and see if that resets it. And this was room 2, right?
Yeah.
So, and if we go back in time, there should be a box there, right?
Yeah.
No box, bro. No box.
Well, we need to fix that.
All right.
So
no, you are absolutely fine. This is why we do playtesting, right? This is perfect. This is a super compelling room. There are a lot of complexities. I think at least like hopefully what I'm showing you is what players will do. They'll skip back and forth. If you go to a next level, putting those checks in your code to check are, before it pushes you to another level, do a check really first to see if it's in the past or the present, and then make sure it's not, right? That it always starts the way you're supposed to. But that's cool. Okay, so everything stayed persistent. So should I just restart the entire game?
Yeah, you might want to.
Okay.
I have never seen this bug before in playtest somehow.
Oh, that's what I'm here for, my friend. Okay, this is awesome. This first level, so creepy. Okay, so we're gonna go back to room 2. Bada bing, bada boom. Hide that. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Once again, wouldn't mind a prompt there. And no box.
No box?
No box. The box that rocks. This may be an issue with it may be an issue with your room skipping code, right?
Okay, yeah, that might be the problem. Oh yeah, the box is supposed to the right. So on the right there should be 2 boxes.
Oh, okay. Another box?
Yeah.
So this one I put here, right? And this one I can put on the other thing, but you're saying maybe I'm not supposed to do that?
Oh, no, I'm not telling you anything right now.
Great,
so
great.
Just
do what I do.
What you feel like.
So this looks like what I should do, right? And now a box should come on there. Okay, so this maybe is a jumping box. I can't push it though. So maybe I can do this. Yeah, so that gets me up there. No. Okay, and there is a ladder as well, so let's climb. I can't climb the ladder for some reason.
So you need to press F. And
yeah.
Go up.
I think you should
fix that.
Okay.
We are still fixing it.
Okay, so now, and now I'm just gonna leave because it seems like that's what I'm supposed to do, but I can't. The door won't open. Yep. Oh, but those boxes are still stacking up. That's fascinating. All right, I'm gonna jump down on this.
So remember, you have a big gap in the present, and then the hook can move you around.
Okay. Will that grab me? Oh, it didn't grab me. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna try it. And the hook can move me around, you say?
Yep. So the only thing I could tell you.
Oh, it didn't grab me. Boo.
The only thing I could tell you right now, this is what the game's supposed to be doing right now. So.
Okay. Well, let's go back. Okay. The hooks are all dead now. Trying to figure it out.
So you're on the right track to jump on that and present to that green square. But how could you jump up there? That's the question.
That is my question. Okay, let's try this. So I need one of those boxes, but I can't grab one from here. It's interesting that one falls down. So it's still okay. Wait. That thing is still moving. Okay, let's try this. I don't know if this will work. So do I need to stop this at the right time? Like right here? Okay, that moves that over.
Colder. You're getting colder.
Oh, I'm getting colder. How sad. Sad day. Okay. So what if I stop one of the big boxes on it? Does that matter? I'm getting colder. Cold as ice.
So yeah, that's colder. So I'll give you another hint. So the box you push, you can do something else with them.
Oh, right? Okay. Let's bring one over here then. So these boxes just kind of stack up because they're cool. So you're saying maybe move this one over here. But I can't jump on that, can I? Maybe I can. Let's try. So let's set this here in the past. And so it should be there in the present, which it is. And I can't jump on it. I have no idea, dude.
So there's a ledge on your left.
Oh, that one, dude. Okay.
Right?
Yep. Oh my goodness. I'm wondering, maybe other people figured that out a lot better than I did. That's awesome. So that is really cool. but I'm just slow to the uptake, so take that for what it's worth. You could probably find some visual like cues, like maybe you see like a stain on the floor shaped like the box, some kind of readability thing, changing the color of that forward panel. I don't know, something to highlight it a little bit for people like myself who may miss it.
Okay, yeah, we will try to fix the bug that you encountered before and see what else we can do.
That's an awesome puzzle, though.
So the last level we want you to test is room 6. Could you try that one?
Absolutely. So you have 7 rooms total. Is that kind of the entirety of the game?
Oh no.
Oh goodness. Okay. Is this just the first act?
No, this is about half of the game.
Okay. It makes me feel a little better. If it was just like a 6th or something, I'd be freaking out.
We're not that ambitious.
This is beautiful. I'll tell you already right now, Jones, like the variety and the visual interest, the things you're going to use, like these simple puzzles, they're beautiful, right? Because once you get the readability, then they're not entirely complex. Getting that AI chasing you, I think that's crucial. I think that would be one of the things I would try and attack soon, because it sounds like it's critically important to your game.
Yeah.
But it's not overly complex either. So you can keep reusing that type of thing throughout the game. So you have these moments of something chasing you, these moments of puzzle solving. I think you could kind of ramp that up and kind of play with all those loops overall throughout. I don't know if that's already what you have planned, but I think that right there is awesome. So now we're on to more conveyor belt puzzle fun. Okay, what the heck are these? That is freaky. I need some audio in here, Jones. I want to hear some audio cues and stuff. Okay, so as soon as I jump down, they start chasing you. And sprint, was it shift to sprint? Yes.
Yeah, shift to sprint. And you might want to reset the level, see if that works.
Whatever, it's way better
so
without
you're
anyone
missing
chasing
some
you.
of the boxes.
Okay, here you go.
So the whole reason we want you to test this is because we should implement the reset of the boxes when you die. But seems as that's not entirely working.
This is awesome. And so even here, like, it's okay. Oh crap, that's awesome. It's okay to say shift to run or something just to remind the player.
Okay, got it.
Okay, that was cool.
The boxes should come back. It came back during our testing, but somehow it's not in your testing. So it's a good thing to know.
This is a great test then. Okay, so I'm gonna reset again. Should I start the game over and do another run of that one?
Yeah, if you want. But if you don't have time, that's fine too. We might just need to fix that.
Hey Jones, my time is your time, buddy. It's all
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, room 5. Here we go. Right? Was it 5 or 6?
6.
Okay, 6. There we go. Awesome. So it does help my concerns a lot. Oh god, gotta get rid of that. Okay. With the whole time travel stuff, if it's used strategically rather than happening throughout the entire game, I think that helps with your time management for your team. So that makes me feel a lot better. Okay, let's run around the boxes. This is cool. Okay, so I can see what you're talking about. So now there's more of a strategy of running between them and that kind of stuff. Scary. Okay. Oh, I lost. Will this reset now?
Yeah, the box is not coming back.
Oh no. Okay.
To fix that.
Good. I found a bug for you.
Yeah. But you could see, like basically this chasing is like that. You need to avoid boxes to run through.
That's awesome.
And that's everything we want you to test. Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
You know what? You are so welcome. This is really coming along. Holy smokes. Like your block out, your whole game, your whole conceit is really expertly crafted. I think really you've got a lot of work on the art, animation, technical art, audio implementation, and just really getting those things to kind of jump out. But the momentum you've had has been freaking awesome. Really good. Sunny Girl says other players did not know how they needed to jump. Yeah, so you might have like just a prompt right there at the beginning. Just remind the player shift to run and then spacebar to jump, I guess. It's okay to remind the players like when they start those sections. Just let them know, and you won't have those readability issues. Like I don't think it'll take them out of the game, but if they know that those are the two, this is a running jumping section, just make that clear at that beginning part. It'll help with the readability. So awesome job, Waylon. I can't ever remember. Do you prefer Waylon or Jones? Jones, my good buddy Jones.
Easier.
Yeah. Really proud of your team.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Really good job. All right, I am super excited. Anyone wants to check this out, go hop on itch.io. If they hop on itch, they can do the same level skipping stuff, right? If they know the secret. Or would you prefer they just play straight through?
Oh yeah, they could use the level skipping all they want.
All the debugging stuff is there for you to use.
Yep.
Go check them out on itch. Give them some feedback, and especially if you're into horror games, this is gonna be the game of the year as far as indie games go. It's gonna be the hot new horror game title. So get in it early. Say you were part of the process. Give some feedback. Okay. Awesome. Great job, Jones.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
All right, next up. Hey, we'll see ya. All right, that was awesome. We're gonna hop right into a little game called Weird Hats next.
Indeed.
All right, I have a buddy here hanging out with me. Welcome. I'm just curious. We're gonna have to actually go to. I'm kind of excited to actually go to Steam and officially get your game, even though you tell me I don't need to. Is that?
Yeah. You do not, in fact, need it installed. Only one person needs it installed.
Nice, but I do, in fact, want to. How? This is pretty awesome. So, Josh, as we get going, why don't you tell us a little bit about your game? I'm gonna just do a search for it. If I just search for Weird Hat Fight on Steam.
It is not publicly available on Steam yet.
No, sadness
Soon,
ensues.
we're trying that. Steam has issues with our description for our game, so we keep updating that and sending it back to them, and they find a new issue with it.
So
then we fix the new issue.
So with our special guests that we have coming into our studio, do you just send them a Steam key? Is that the plan?
I believe that is the plan. Yeah.
Okay. And then are they able to? Do you give them instructions for remote play or?
We're going to give them instructions for remote play. Eventually, we're probably going to make it so that there's a button you can press that will automatically open it for you.
I love it. Love it.
But it's not actually all that hard to do. So in fact, right now there's a slight problem where Steam is being really slow to push the updates. So I pushed the update to Steam, and on my computer at least, Steam hasn't actually pushed the that update yet. So I'm going to do a bypass on that on my local computer.
Cool.
But first I want you to invite me so you can see that process and give us feedback on that.
Oh, weird. So I want to add a game plus add a new Steam game, activate a product.
It's not add a new Steam game, it's activate a product.
Product, got it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna hide this for a moment because it's a super secret code. Actually, I don't even, is it a one-off or people can reuse it?
It is a one-off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna hide it because people are weird on the internet. They like to do naughty things. Okay. All right, here we go. Did you send that to me personally?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. I'm kind of curious of what your Steam page looks like too.
I don't know if you can actually see it yet because again, Steam hasn't.
Oh, because it's just going to show your game.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's all good. We just need Steam to actually okay our description because they're being a bit picky about it.
Lame. Okay, let's see if this works. Weird Hat Fight beta testing, baby. Here we go. All right. We got it.
All right.
Okay,
Just
so
give that a download.
Oh, give it a download. It's downloading, I think.
It shouldn't take too long because it's not a very big game. I believe is 260 megabytes, so it should only take like a minute or so.
All right.
So let me double check real quick that we are friends on Steam. We are indeed.
We're friends. Weird Hat Fight. Here it is. Look at this, everybody. If this is the first Weird Hat Fight. You've got the title, so there you go. That's 10% of the way there. Okay, so let's get started. So, do you want to give the razor pitch for your game? Let the audience know.
Weird Hat Fight is a game where you use magical hats to battle your friends to death. That's our game. It's a party game. It's a party game with our main gimmick being that you gain all of your powers and combat potential with magical hats that you pick up off the ground, and then you try and punch your friends off the edge of a cliff, essentially.
And the other beautiful thing that you are using Steam Remote Play for that. Do you want to tell what are the perks? What are the pros and cons to Steam Remote Play?
So Steam Remote Play Together is a feature that Steam provides, which lets multiple people join off of one person, even if only one person owns the game, remotely. So it lets us build the game as a local multiplayer game without writing any netcode, and then we can use that feature to allow other people to join and make it multiplayer over the internet.
I love it. And that
is great.
That is pretty awesome. One of the pros too, it means you don't have to have a server, right? To play the game. So whoever's hosting the game is the server essentially. So what are some cons to remote play? Any tech issues or issues that arise from doing it this way?
I mean, it's never going to be quite as good as the if we made proper multiplayer. It's pretty good, but it is still literally sharing and streaming the screen to other people and then taking the inputs and bringing it back. So there is more delay than there would be otherwise. Our game doesn't require super responsive input, so it feels fine with it. But if it was something like a fighting game like Tekken or something, that probably wouldn't fly.
Yeah, which is interesting because we were chatting about this earlier. Is like you have games like I play a lot of Mario Maker, right? And they do have the competitive version of it where you're playing 4 people at a time, the versus mode, and it gets pretty freaking laggy. And that ended up being part of the charm of the game. So, you go with what you have. It doesn't make or break a game. But yeah, that means probably whoever is hosting the game, you want them to have a decent connection, right?
Definitely.
Awesome. So how do we get kicked off here? How do we get started?
So I'm going to have you invite me first so you can see how easy the process is and give us a little bit of feedback on that if you have any.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to invite you instead because I have to do this workaround since Steam hasn't updated the build yet.
Okay.
So just launch the game.
So let's pretend. Oh, so just launch it?
Yep.
Say play? Okay. Pretend I don't have friends on Steam for a moment because I don't, and you can walk me through it. Okay, made with Unity.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So once it's open, just open the Steam overlay.
Okay.
And there should be an option to invite it to, I believe it says like share the game with Steam Remote Play or something.
All right. Shift tab.
Yep.
All right. So here are the wait. So friends, view all friends. Not working.
Yeah, invite anyone to play is what it says.
Okay.
And you click that, and then you want to invite me, which I believe is Baxter 900 on Steam.
Where are you? You're not here.
I might show as offline. You can still invite me. I can set myself as offline if it would make it a bit easier.
Either way. There you are. All right, my friend. We are Weird Hat. Wow, that's pretty cool. So I think I invited you. Maybe I didn't.
I do not see it. I'm watching your stream.
Oh, invite to watch. Okay, remote play together. There we go.
Yeah. There we go. I just got the invite. So now I just click on the big giant play game button it gives me. And I am in a moment. So now you can just close the overlay and we can play the game.
That is fantastically easy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And this is controller supported, right? Yes, because there I am. So where are you at, buddy?
Oops. One moment, I'm dealing with...
There you are. Awesome.
It gives me a couple prompts I have to click through.
boom, 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 punching sounds. That's awesome. So anybody watching, incredibly easy to get set up, actually.
Yeah, and we can just start the game. Oh, it did actually update the build. All right. I'm still gonna have hosted on my end so that you can see that.
Yeah, should I just hop out then?
Yeah. So yeah, you can just close the game and it will stop sharing it, or I can leave myself.
All right, I have exited the game. That's awesome. I'm really excited to see this actually functional on Steam Remote Play. Prior to this, just so everyone's aware, they were using something called Parsec, and really, essentially, Parsec's the exact same thing, right? It's just a different platform. Yep. So the pro and cons to I'll ask you that question. What are the pros and cons for Parsec versus Steam Remote Play?
Let me finish inviting you, and then we'll go into detail on that. Inviting you along with 2 other people on our team.
Awesome.
Let me find Shilpa. Shilpa, you're in the voice call, right?
Yeah, hi.
Could you? I have 2 Steam accounts from you. Could you? I think it's the most recent one. Is the one?
Yeah, it's the most recent one.
All right, I need to set myself as online before I can send this. So let me invite you, and then Siraj. And you should have gotten a pop-up with an invite from me.
I should have.
It looks like I didn't actually send the invite, so that's my bad.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
So let me send it again. Remote play together. There you go. So you should get a message from me, and it should have a big giant button that says
play game. Perfect. That is so
click
easy.
on that. And I'm going to set the quality to high quality because I can do that. And then you should just be able to join.
All right. So there we go. Hey, let's go.
You can just, yep.
There I am. I'm yellow.
And then I think, I'm gonna pause it for a moment to see if who has joined and who hasn't. All right, Shilpa, you have not accepted the invite.
I think I got 2 invites from you. So
either one should work.
I dare you to accept.
Do you need another invite?
No, I think I got it.
All right. I'm just watching, waiting to see if you get the until you accept it.
Wait, honestly, I keep going into another one for some reason. Can you send it again, please?
Sure. Let me cancel this for you and then start it again.
I like the jiggling knees. It's almost like they're just dancing out there to the music, you know. Where did you get your audio? And is this final audio?
This is not final audio. This is audio that had copyright that we were able to use it, but it's definitely not our final audio.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you guys can start because I have some technical issues on my side.
All right, we'll do.
I'm going to really quickly. You can just join at any time, Shilpa, but I'm going to give you over Discord the link. So one of the nice features with Steam Remote Play is even if we're not friends, we're not friends for whatever reason, we can actually on Steam, you can actually share just a URL link and anybody can join via that.
So that's super helpful, I think, especially for like Twitch streamers, right? So if I hopped on stream, I didn't have friends on Steam, but I said, hey, my viewers, here's the link, right? I can share that. I think that would actually be huge for those type of gameplay. And actually, that solves one of my problems of not having any friends, right?
There we go. Shilpa should be in now. It'll take a moment for
that actually gets me kind of excited because it would, as a streamer, would be really fun to play with my viewers, right?
Yeah. I'm in.
All right. So now we're good. We can start the game.
All right, let's do
We've
this.
updated the level select screen a little bit, so that's if people are spamming buttons, it doesn't immediately start it. So, which level do you want?
Let's just go with the arena. I mean, either the random or arena, but let's try them all.
Let's do the arena because random might throw us into the gym, and we don't want that. So here's the control screen, not up there for a ton of time, but.
All right, here we go. So a little bit of laggy to start, but that's okay. Could be my fault. I am lagging hardcore now. Is everyone else lagging, or is it just me?
Yeah, I'm lagging too.
All right, let me turn down the
quality.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let me set it to automatic quality. Oops, somebody ran off the cliff while I was doing that. That is unfortunate.
Wasn't me. I'm still okay. Okay, now it's working better. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I set it to really high quality. Guess I can't do that and watch your stream at the same time.
Yep. Okay.
So since last time you've seen it, we've added a lot of feel features to it.
Uh-huh. So what do you have any plans? So the hats just kind of hop in randomly. Do you have any plans to for the feel or for the introduction of like the different hats, etc.?
Yeah, the hats are definitely going to drop in from the sky when we have time. I'll probably actually try and get that implemented today, in fact.
If somebody could give a shout out to Professor Ashley, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
Oh, you knocked me off. So if any guests are just hopping in, Ashley for one. If you haven't checked out Weird Hats lately, it is one of the grad games we're working on. And this is actually helpful. It is a multiplayer game over Steam Remote Play, but one of the things they just mentioned that got me kind of excited, they don't seem to care about, but I do, right? So this is important, is as a streamer, Ashley, if you are playing this game and you don't have friends because you're just at home, you can actually just share a link to your chat. You don't have to be friends with them, and people can just hop in and play against you through Steam. And I think that's pretty awesome from the streaming standpoint. Solves one of those problems I have for student games all the time where they ask me to play multiplayer games and I say I don't have any friends. I also don't have time to coordinate with my friends, but I do have random strangers on Twitch, right? That can hop in and play with me. We can do these battle games. They're also in the chat so they can trash talk me and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty awesome. I think that's actually a huge feature.
Oops, it looks like nobody won because I killed myself at the last moment.
Oh, no.
So first place has the empty pedestal.
I like last time when someone was just running off into the distance, into the sunset.
Was pretty funny. We're still definitely working on the end game results screen a lot. That's heavily work in progress.
All right. So the big push last sprint was getting the remote play working. What does the team see as the next big push? What new things do you need to add to really make this
Somebody
game?
Just ran off the cliff.
It was me. I was talking and playing at the same time.
Yeah, so we still have a lot of things for feel. For feel, you might have noticed that this sprint we also had a lot of things for feel. We actually have, as you can see, the ragdoll players do ragdoll a little bit sometimes. Shilpa's working on getting that to feel a lot better, because right now it's a little. It looks good some of the time, but when there's low amounts of knockback, it doesn't look great yet. We're also working on feel. You might notice that there are notable feel changes to do things like make like screen shake on damage, on large amounts of damage, and it looks like it broke when I started this one, but there's supposed to be a lot of so I'll have to figure that out. But there's supposed to be like when you take damage, it's supposed to make the health bars up around. It's doing it sometimes. I don't know if it also comes through the remote play, but it should. But there should also be like controller shake and so on when there's damage applied. So we're working on that. We want to get the post-match results screen in at some point.
Yeah.
Farther than just this current placeholder.
Right.
But really just mostly polish up there. Somebody goes running off into the sunset again.
So I know for like for the hats themselves, currently we have 4 hats. Is that kind of the general plan is just the 4?
We want to add another 4, but we want to make sure a game feels good and has all of most of the polish we want first. So there's people running off into the sunset, as you can see.
Oh, nice. I wish I could. Oh, maybe that is me. So my biggest thing I think with the hats, like before the flamethrower one, obviously like is kind of the best one right now as far as like effects and readability and all that goes. Right now it seems like the low-hanging fruit to me is actually very cosmetic. but getting those secondary like particle effects, animations, and stuff on those hats. Is that a push for this sprint or something that?
Yeah, that's something our artists are all working on. We only have 3 artists, so it's they're working as hard as they can. But
Totally.
But there's a limited amount of stuff they can get done each week, and we also need stuff like menu assets, for example.
Yep.
So it is a continual back and forth on that.
Yeah, to me, just from the gameplay standpoint, that seems like the lowest hanging fruit that would get the biggest bang for the buck, because that is at the heart of the game. What is going to make it feel like fantastic would be any of those hat interaction things, like getting the tongue working on the frog suit, or even like when you're using the what is it, the joust, what do they call those, the knight arm thing, joust.
Yeah,
the jousting dealy, right? Having some like little whooshing effect go on the side of it, a little boom pow when you actually hit somebody. And
you jumped off a cliff again, I think.
Is that me again? And partly it's like I have a hard time knowing which player I am when I get started.
Something we're still trying to work on. It's unfortunately a bit hard to do because there's no character selection or anything.
Right.
So, like, while they're visually distinct, and once you know which one you are, you don't lose yourself.
Yeah. I think part of it's like some of the games I'm yellow, some of them I'm blue, and so it's like if there would be a way to make that persistent.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome. I also it's like you talked about the UI. Do you plan on getting like hit points and kind of stuff that pop up above the player to like help indicate when you're hurt, etc.?
That would be definitely be a good thing. We're right now we're, as you can see, it's working again this time. I don't know why it didn't on the last one, but as you do damage, you can see there's a lot more impact on the on things. That it flashes, it vibrates the controller, it does screen shake, it actually pauses time for a moment. That's a glitch. It actually pauses time for a moment, though I'm thinking of removing that because that makes the game feel laggy. I might just have to work on that harder.
And then are like you have some of the sproings, like even getting the flame sound on the dinosaur. I know these seem like nitpicky things, but I think for this game, every one of those little juicy things is going it's going to have such a huge effect. Like I can't underestimate like how critical juice is to your game, because it is a multiplayer game with interactions. So I would almost say that should be the mantra for the whole team going for the next couple of weeks is let's juice this up and see where we can get it to.
Yep.
Because all the core stuff is in. I mean, it's in. Now it's just getting it readable and juicy, but this is awesome.
That's really the only 2 things we are working on right now are juice and then critical things that are not necessarily gameplay critical, but still need to be in the game.
Yep.
Like, for example, options menus. Not big exciting features, but still necessary.
Right. Any things that you were like, just out of curiosity, any back burner things that you really want to get in the game that may or not make it in, but might be like kind of a pie in the sky kind of hopes that the team
stages.
has?
That's the big one that we're not sure we're gonna have time with, but we really, really want is more than just these 2 stages, and we want to have like lots of interactive elements. We're not 100% sure we're going to be able to get that in because we think that the polish is more important. Is more important, but and unfortunately our level designers are also our artists, and our artists have a lot of work ahead of them.
Right.
so we'll see what happens with that, but that's really our big thing that we want is more stages and also more hats. But we think that right now we're going to be able to get some more hats in by the end.
Awesome. And see the new hats, that can even be a post early access thing, right? Because it's not a new feature. It's just you've already got hats. Now it's getting those in. Professor Ashley says it looks super fun to play. And then she also asked, froggy ability, dragon head seems OP. What's the balancing like?
Yeah, so each of them, I'm actually really happy with the balance right now. Each of the hats has its own distinct usage. So here I'm gonna load us into the gym real quick because that has all the hats, and I can show what they do. So ignore the vacuum hat because that is removed for the moment. So the The dragon hat is really good at doing large amounts of damage to somebody at once, but it's really bad at actually killing people because you only kill people by knocking them off the stage. I'll go to the frog hat last. The knight hat is really good at knocking them off the stage, but it's a high risk, high reward hat because it's really hard to control yourself with it, and you can really easily kill yourself with it. And it's also rather easy to dodge compared to most of the hats. The bunny hat is somewhere in the middle. It's reliable. The vacuum hat breaks everything, so try not to use that. The bunny hat is kind of a neutral. It's good for doing damage, but it's also really good for avoiding them. So like if the knight hat's charging at you, you can just jump up in the air, and it's really good for avoiding the other hats. And then the frog hat is the ultimate counter to all of the hats. It doesn't do anything in and of itself, but it lets you steal any of the other hats. So if you use it well enough, you can counter any other hat by just stealing the hat and charging back at them with it. So if the knight hat's charging at you, just dodge and steal their hat, and then they've left themselves vulnerable to immediately be charged right back. So
let's talk about each of them. So the dragon one, I think, to Ash's comment, it's very readable as far as giving the damage, etc. The bunny one, so you can get out of the way because you're jumping, and then it has this ground pound effect, right?
Yep.
So I think one of the biggest things, the bunny that isn't readable to me is I understand jumping up and down. The ground pound, it's not clear to me like the area of effect or the damage or how it would help. So this is one of the things I'm talking about. If it did have like kind of a circular pattern that radiated out that kind of showed that area of effect, and then there was an effect like when it hit a player, kind of, Smash Brothers does a good job of that, kind of like the smoke coming out of the player and they kind of shoot off to the side. Having some kind of effect that was like, oh, this really dealt some damage to the other player, would really make me understand clearly exactly what that does, right?
Okay.
And then with the frog hat, that tongue distance you currently have, do you have to be that close in proximity to the other player to steal their...
Yeah, that's the maximum range essentially. Okay. So if somebody has a hat, I can. Yeah.
And is that set in stone? Have you because I think one of the things you could do with that one is if that tongue shot out a certain distance, maybe even half the player can filled, would give more. Like that's something I think you could balance as a team and decide like how far should that shoot across.
Yeah, that's definitely something interesting to do.
Yeah,
I'm a little wary of making it stronger because the frog hat, while it looks weakest on the surface because it doesn't do anything, is one of the strongest hats in the game because it does just counter every other hat.
So I would push on that a little bit and say don't be wary right now because right now it doesn't read at all. To me, it's powerful, and so that's why I say if you have something that's tunable and you can balance easily, even with have one of your engineers put a code in there so you can the distance can be 1 to 20, right?
Yeah, that's actually here. One moment, let me restart the game and I can actually increase the distance real quick and we can try that.
Professor actually says, do the hats then get knocked off and disappear?
So the hats here. One moment, let me update let me real quick. So here you can get to see the cool part of our hot batching system, which will let me literally just change it. So right now its length is 24. So let's make its length from 24 to 100.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to push these changes. And I don't even need to update the game for this. So where's the change push? One moment, sorry. It got moved around. There it is. Run the function. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna launch the game again and then re-invite you. And if this was on your end, you wouldn't have even seen a Steam patch, but this changes in. And yeah, and it lets us do these things like test it live, which is pretty neat.
That's awesome.
So let me send you an invite. I need to send Saranch an invite. And then I need to send Shilpa the link because she was having trouble without the link. So here's the new link, Shilpa. So to answer the question of when the hats get knocked off, each hat has a different limited usage. So for example, the night hat you get to charge once, and then it goes away. Bunny hat you get 3. You can jump as many times as you want, but you get 3 ground pounds. The fire breath has a limited charge of fire breath that it uses, and then you lose the hat. So here, let's go to the movement gym and try the frog hat and see how it looks, how it feels. Obviously, the visuals won't be changed up. Somebody's running off again.
I know, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out which one am I.
Yep. So somebody go grab the frog hat and try and steal a hat from somebody from halfway across the screen, and we'll see how it looks.
Apparently, I'm red.
There of course won't be any visual updates to this, but
okay. So I'm trying to still. It's not doing anything. Oh. Yeah, maybe. I mean, one of the biggest thing I think for all of them are like the visual updates are so critical. To understand what's going on.
And obviously with doing this, we can't have it's hard to make the visuals also update with this.
Totally.
So, but yeah, so we can now, whoever's yellow should be able to steal the hat from about 5 times farther than they were before. So it's not at half the stage right now, but it's...
How does it feel, yellow? How does it feel? Does it feel powerful? What? Okay, now I'll try. Oh, that's awesome. Actually, it feels pretty good.
But tried to grab one to see how it feels myself, but let's see. Oops. So let me...
Oh, someone stole it from me. I love it.
Yep.
I actually like it.
Yeah, so that feels a bit strong to me, but it's definitely something to play around with.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, it is something to play around with. Especially, I mean, that's the big thing. Right now, there's no visual indicator of the distance, right? But if you have that frog go ribbit and the tongue shoots out at a certain distance, you have an effect going at the end of it, you'll really be able to toy with that.
Let's see. Ash asked how are those charges communicated? They are not the hearts. The hearts are just oops, which character am I? I'm green. Okay. The hearts are how many lives you have left. So if I go run off the stage, I'm green right now. I'm going to go run off the edge, so I die. I'll lose a heart because I only have 3 lives, and then I'm out of the knocked out for good. Up, and I'm immediately knocked out again. Nice. So there right now, there's no particular good way we're communicating that, and we're probably just going to leave it as implicit to the players because it's. What we found is so far people when they're playing it don't tend to have that many questions after the first one of how much they've used it, of how much they can use it. They the first time they use it they don't know, but after the first usage we've so far found that people pick it up immediately. Well, if as we do more playtesting, we'll definitely keep an eye on that and see if people don't understand that part. But so far it hasn't proven to be a problem.
Super fun. I am just, I'll tell you, it does make you mad when someone steals your hat. That's awesome. And yeah, that's great. Professor Ashley says the hearts as lives make sense. I think most games have an ultimate meter though. Ultimate meter. Oh, I shot off the side. Dagnabbit.
Yeah, we don't have any sort of like ultimate meter or even mechanic. We just have the hats.
That weird.
We think the hats are pretty fun in of themselves.
Yeah, they are weird. They are weird. Make them weirder. Make them weird. That's awesome. So this is fantastic. Everybody, Weird Hat Team. What's the official name of your team?
Weird Hat. Oh, our team is Hat Quarters. The game is Weird Hat Fight. Is the official name.
My invitation to the team too. Get some social media presence. Professor Ashley is dying to tweet you out. Telling you.
We definitely need to. It's we've unfortunately, since we are the smallest team, everybody's been very busy trying to get things to work, and we haven't had anybody to
underdog team. Well, I am super proud of your team.
Yeah, and we haven't had anybody who feels like taking it on. So
I'm not gonna lie, the biggest epiphany today. I'm actually more sold on the remote play. This makes me want to do some play with strangers. Like, I think this is freaking cool.
Yeah, well, feel free to do so. We'd love to hear the feedback. And if you record it on Twitch, then we'll definitely watch.
Yeah, and it would be interesting, right? Because right now, this is very curated. We have the developers online kind of walking me through readability issues and that kind of stuff. So I think to get like that is actually a really cool, because one of the hurdles that students always have with these type of multiplayer games, honestly, is the playtesting.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do. So that actually, if you advertise that as a window, is like, hey, play test our game. We'll showcase you on our Twitter. I don't know, find ways to encourage that blind playtesting type of stuff. So that's awesome. Really proud of you guys. Everybody, check him out. Check him out on Steam. When do you go early access? When can we officially share your Steam page?
As soon, whenever Steam actually like verifies us and lets us go, which could be anywhere from tomorrow to a month from now. It's all in Steam's hands.
All right. If anyone has an in at Steam, someone they can email and message, tell them to get on it, get this game approved, so we can check it out. All right. I think that is it for today. Josh, fantastic work. You and your entire team. I can really see the love and fun that's coming into this. And for everybody watching, it's only going to get juicier, more updated, and more exciting as we go through the semester.
Well, thank you.
All right. Professor Ashley says, I like that the characters are getting their Fitbit steps. Awesome. I love it. All right. We're going to end the stream here. We'll chat with you guys soon.
All right.